On the 11th of July 2017, Thomas Sakuyu and Max Turp took back the record for visiting every Bucharest metro station in the shortest time possible.
I was pretty happy with myself. It had been at the back of my mind for a very long time, you know.
In March 2018, Max proposed taking the Bucharest Metro Challenge one step further, to visit every tram stop in a day.
I think the first route I came up with was the one we ended up sticking with. I came up with around 2 or 3 different ones, and all of them were false economies. In fact, one of them involved running through an abandoned factory, which I wasn't too keen on.
Max spent the evening of Sunday the 18th of February calculating if the route he had come up with was possible using the timetables on RATB's website, when he reached a conclusion after many hours of rigorous arithmetic.
Jeez. 16 hours and 20 minutes. It could be done. Of course, this is Bucharest public transport we're talking about, and delays are inevitable, but the best case scenario was that we were meant to finish at 22:20, and the last trams run until about 11:30, so we had about an hour of leeway. So there's food, obviously, which is the first issue, but the more important issue is how and where you're going to use the toilet. Because you're either going to be on a tram, waiting for a tram, or running to catch a tram. So there's no real time. One thing I learned and knew going in was that you're going to need a backup team. You're going to need people on the ground.
After settling on a route, Max now had to face the logistics of spending. To assemble his crack team of companions, Max first turned to fellow classmate Stefania Brezan for advice on a possible HQ.
Ne-am adus de mâncare la Piața Sfânta Vineri și le-am sugerat să dea sticle și să se pișe chiar. Nu pare mândră de ce a făcut.
Max would agree to meet up with Steffi somewhere in the centre of town in order to pick up food and water. Breakfast and snacks would be catered to by the field team itself. Google Street View was used to determine where there were toilets nearby interchange locations, portaloos, petrol stations, bushes, anything. Everything was set. Now all that remained was setting the date. Freezing!
Yeah, it snowed at the end of March. Heavy snow too. Schools got closed and everything.
Running out of possible dates for the record attempt, the tram challenge idea was shelved until the summer. Although the project lay dormant, the crack team of experts was to undergo numerous changes. Perhaps most shockingly, on August 20th, Thomas Sakuyu dropped out of the field team.
It came as a major surprise, yes, but I understood why, ultimately.
In the meantime, co-founder of the Vitan Tram Club, Matei Avarinte, had re-entered the picture and established contact with Max Turp. His commitment to the challenge was unquestioned, and now that 2 members of what was once a mighty organisation were in the spotlight again, it was time to propose the question.
Primăvară și vine Max la mine, face: hai mă să facem toate liniile de tramvai într-o zi. Și eram în capul meu: da, cum adică? Dorința vieții mele. Și am zis: hai că facem. Și după a zis: hai să facem vacanța de primăvară. Și vine ziua de tram challenge și zic lui Max: auzi Max, hai să nu facem, că vreau și eu să fac altceva. Hai că facem în vară. Și am crezut: sigur nu o să facem, clar nu o să facem, o să uite. Prima zi, în vacanța de vară, hai să facem tram challenge. Când punem tram challenge? Și s-a întâmplat.
Hi. Do you want to visit every tram station in Bucharest?
Wait, not.
Great!
Following Toma pulling out and Andrew's unavailability on the day, 2 last-minute call-ups took place: Christian Roșca and Ovidiu Borzan.
Mi-a trimis Max un mesaj cu 2 zile înainte.
Do you want to visit every tram station in Bucharest?
The plan for the morning was the following. Roșca would spend the night at Ovidiu's. Matei lived in proximity to Max and they could easily meet up in the morning. An Uber would be called and the boys would be picked up on the way. Everything was ready. At dawn, history would be made.
this idiot went to the toilet without telling anyone.
Ne-a făcut să pierdem tot tramvaiul și am primit timp degeaba. O părere foarte proastă, zice.
Deci Roșca a fost unul dintre cei mai importanti jucători din această provocare, cu skateboardul lui care ne-a schimbat radical aventura și distracția de la McDonald's. Deci dacă nu ar fi fost Roșca, timpul nostru ar fi fost de 10 ori mai mare, pentru că ne-a ajutat foarte mult.
Tram driver waited 2 minutes for him, and then he just comes out of there walking casually. This is Turp-Balazs. So Roșca and Ovid, you have abandoned us.
N-am mai putut rezista stresului.
Bam! That's it! Come on!
It's always bad when you see an empty tram platform when you're doing the Bucharest tram challenge, because then when you realise you've probably missed a tram and you're going to be sitting here for another 15 minutes.
Right, we're off to Tramspotting. 8 minutes. There's 2 southbound trams. So that's promising. And there's also one coming from there. There you have it. Dr. Konstantin Karakashvili 46. sick. We're on the 21. Rattlebor. I'm never doing this again.
The question you might be asking yourselves is, why did we do it? Why did we waste an entire day of our lives riding trams, attempting to set a record nobody will try to beat? I believe cities around the world are defined by their modes of transport. London by its big red buses, New York by its subway, Melbourne by its trams, and I'd like to argue Bucharest is as well. But most importantly, I'd like to point out the human need for competition, curiosity and exploration. When people asked Mallory why he wanted to climb Everest, he simply replied, because it's there. So my answer to that question is not too dissimilar. I won't